Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, a mindfulness podcast for kids. I'm glad you're here. I want to start by shouting out our newest Patreon supporters, Lexi and her dad, Jason. Thanks for your support. If any of our other listeners want to be a part of helping the show happen, you can sign up at patreon.com/likeyoupodcast, where you'll get early access to episodes and other special perks and surprises. Today, we're going to talk about luck in four-leaf clovers. So find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. And remember, you're a part of this podcast experience. We'll breathe together, talk together, and share our own thoughts with each other. You're welcome to speak out loud or say your thoughts quietly inside your head. Today, we have a big, lucky breathing exercise that will be our main focus. But first, I want to ask you to smile as big as you can, and on the count of 3, say, I like me. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. The world is lucky to have you in it, and I'm lucky to be your podcast friend. Speaking of luck, have you ever found a 4-leaf clover? Most clovers have 3 leaves, so many people believe it is lucky to find one that has 4 leaves. What do you think? We'll talk more about luck in a few minutes, but for now, let's imagine a 4-leaf clover while we practice a breathing exercise together. You might want to close your eyes and picture a 4-leaf clover in your mind. Or, if you have some paper and something to draw with, you could even draw a 4-leaf clover to look at while we do this breathing exercise. You can pause the podcast if you want to grab drawing supplies, or just close your eyes and keep listening to imagine your own 4-leaf clover. Whether you're drawing or imagining, let's picture a 4-leaf clover. If you've never seen one, let me tell you what they look like. Each leaf looks a little bit like a green heart. The leaves meet in the middle at the pointy part of the heart shape. So draw or imagine 4 green hearts that meet in the middle to form a clover. If you're drawing and you don't have a green color, that's fine. You can make the clover whatever color you want. Now we'll imagine that each leaf represents someone in your life. I'm going to ask you to look at the leaves one by one and think about someone when you look at each leaf. As you look at the first leaf, think about a neighbor. It might be a neighbor you know really well, or it might be a person who you sometimes see on the street, but you don't really know. Even if you don't know their name, just picture their face. As you think about your neighbor, take another deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then let it all the way out. Now, look at the next leaf, and this time think about someone who lives in your home, like a parent, a sibling, a grandparent, or someone who takes care of you. As you think about that person, take another deep breath, hold it for a moment, then let it all the way out. Now move on to the next leaf, and this time, think about one of your friends, someone who makes you smile, who makes you feel included, and who is always there for you. As you think about your friend, take another deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and let it all the way out. Okay, we have one more leaf left. So look at your final leaf, and now think about yourself. As you think about yourself, take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then let it all the way out. We'll return to our four-leaf clover in a moment, so don't forget about the 4 people we thought about: a neighbor, a family member, a friend, and yourself. But first, I want to talk more about luck. I decided to do a little reading about luck before making this episode. I always thought luck just meant something good that happened completely randomly that you had no control over. But I was surprised to learn that there are people who have studied and researched luck and have found out that there are things people can do to actually make themselves more lucky. And it turns out one of the things you can do to get a little luckier is practicing mindfulness. I guess that means you're already a little lucky for having listened to this podcast. And if you think about it, mindfulness is about stopping to notice what's happening around you and what's happening inside you. And when you practice noticing the world around you, who knows, maybe you'll be more likely to find a coin on the ground or discover a long-lost toy in an unexpected place, or to make a new friend. But that's not all. Practicing mindfulness helps you notice what's going on inside you, learning more about what you think and what you feel. And when you really get to know yourself, that can boost your intuition. Intuition is a big word that just means trusting your feelings. Have you ever heard someone say, "Trust your gut"? That's intuition. And it turns out research has shown that trusting your gut can lead to lucky experiences. There was one other surprising thing I learned from people who study luck. Believe it or not, they say you can get luckier just by believing that you're lucky. So when you believe you're lucky, you look at the world a little differently, and you might start to notice luck where you wouldn't have seen it before. So let's return to our 4-leaf clover, and let's wish for luck for each of the 4 people we thought about. Take a moment to remember those people again as you look at the 4 leaves of your clover: a neighbor, a family member, a friend, and you. Now we'll take 4 more lucky breaths, 1 leaf at a time. If you drew a clover earlier, you might want to trace the outline of each leaf with your finger as you take your breaths. Let's start with the first leaf. Think about that neighbor. Picture them in your head and wish them good luck. Now take a deep breath in as you think, "Good luck, neighbor." Then let your breath all the way out. Now move on to the next leaf. Think about a family member. Picture them in your head and wish them good luck. Then take a deep breath in as you think, "Good luck, family." Then let your breath all the way out. Now move on to the next leaf. Think about a friend. Picture them in your head and wish them good luck. Then take a deep breath in as you think, "Good luck, friend." You can even think their name if you want to. Then let your breath all the way out. Now let's move on to the final leaf. Think about yourself as you wish yourself good luck. Now take a deep breath in while thinking, "Good luck, me. Then let your breath all the way out. Now it's time to say affirmations. Affirmations are words you can say to yourself to help you feel good about yourself. So, listen the first time, then say it with me the second time. I am lucky to be me. I am lucky to be me. I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust my feelings. I trust my feelings. I trust my gut. I trust my gut. I will love myself no matter what. I will love myself no matter what. I work hard and look for opportunities. I work hard and look for opportunities. The world is lucky to have me in it. The world is lucky to have me in it. Now let's smile and take a few deep breaths as we wind down our time together. I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until then, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. Like You is a production of Perpetual Motion. It is written and hosted by me, Noah Glenn. I also composed and performed the Like You theme music and other music that appeared in the episode. Additional music came from Night Park. Our podcast cover art was illustrated by Maya Sane, and our episode art is created by Lindsay Glenn. Our podcast is listener supported, so you can be a part of supporting us by joining our Patreon group at patreon.com/likeyoupodcast. Other ways to support the show are by telling your friends, writing a review on Apple Podcasts, or checking out our online shop at likeyoupodcast.com. Our website also features show notes for every episode. We love hearing from listeners, and you can send us voice memos, drawings, and pictures by having a grown-up send an email to hello@likeyoupodcast.com. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at LikeYouPod. Thanks for listening.